into how we would have tackled question number 1 for our independent practice. The question is asking us, how does the author unfold his ideas in the first paragraph? So I know I need to go back to the first paragraph and look once again for those repeated ideas or phrases. So as I'm looking at this, a couple key things stick right out in terms of the ability to find those repeated ideas. I'm seeing this idea that there have been multiple, and I'm going to get my highlighter tool here. There have been multiple ways that people throughout history have done that. So I see medicinally since the Greeks. I'm seeing the repetition of this idea like the Romans ate it as a spice. And then this idea that it's still very much used today in terms of, once again, a spice. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself that margin note to really consolidate those ideas of what I'm seeing throughout this paragraph. So I'm seeing tracing mustard from Greek Empire to today, because that's what that TE is showing me. So if I'm looking at this question, I can begin to start to evaluate why this is so important. By describing that spices help make up modern mustard taste, well, that's only one fact right here at the very end. So I would go ahead and make sure that I would disprove using that by explaining why mustard is such a popular condiment. Well, it was popular with the Romans. It's popular in the 18th century, and it's popular today. So that's possible. By providing a statistic, well, I don't see any facts or figures here, so I'm going to go ahead and cross off B. By describing a brief history of how mustard was used, well, based upon my evidence and based upon my summary that I wrote in my margin note, that seems to be the best of answers. Thinking back to this, in order to answer this question and find that A was the correct answer, I needed to do a few things. The first thing I needed to do one, zoom in on repeated ideas from the BME of this paragraph. 2, summarize what those ideas were showing me. And I did 3, explain why this was important. Because like your mama, like Miss Bush, an author is always going to include ideas multiple times to emphasize their main idea and really get us to see their claim throughout. Now that we've tackled question number 1 from our independent practice, Mambas, it's time for you to jump into one more quick round of revenge using paragraph 4 at the bottom of this video before tackling and crushing your exit ticket. Can't wait to see what you guys do.